Hello and welcome to iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. This is a quick look at ChromaGun. This video is sponsored by Maniacs, this game's developers. They were nice enough to send me an email and they were talking about, yo, we got a Steam key for you. You want to make a video about our game? And I said, hell yeah, I'll make a video for you guys. So let's get into it. On a very basic level, ChromaGun is a puzzle game. Your goal is to move worker drones around different rooms by painting them different colors. Drones are attracted to walls of the same color. The basic premise is simple, but it's not always that easy to execute. Now, I haven't played this game to completion, so I don't know everything it has to offer, but in the short time I've spent with it, I've gone through a range of emotions that very few games have given me. That sounds a little bit ambiguous, so I'll explain. The game starts you off with a very basic voice-acted tutorial.
Welcome to the Chromatech Test Labs. You're here because you're the best of the best, not because you were in need of $10 and nobody else signed up. I mean, who would have given you that idea?
A mysterious man humorously tells you where you have to go, and within a few seconds, you've got your hands on a ChromaGun, patent pending. Then the voice leaves you to figure things out, and for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was actually learning how to do something. Seriously, how many times have you gone through a game's tutorial with a smile on your face because you felt a sense of accomplishment each time you figured out a new mechanic? Granted, I might be a special kind of idiot, but my point is, I enjoyed even the most basic elements of this game. The longer you play, the more complicated puzzles get. You start off with a ChromaGun that can only paint walls and drones yellow or orange depending on the object's starting color. But once you get your hands on the multicolored gun, your options increase dramatically. And when that happens, things start to get really interesting. And kind of frustrating, but in a good way. This game isn't a pain in the ass because it's poorly designed and the controls don't work. It's a pain in the ass because the puzzles are handcrafted, creative, and clearly made to pick your brain in interesting ways. It's not a sloppy, procedurally generated mess. It's a work of art, and as a wannabe pretentious artist who went to City College to save money, I can respect that. As a side note, even though this game is all about colors, if you're colorblind, you might still be able to enjoy it. The developers found a way to use symbols in place of colors to solve the game's puzzles. I can't say exactly how different the game's experience would be from a colorblind perspective, but the mechanics seem to work well. All in all, there isn't too much to say about ChromaGun. It is what it is. In other words, it's a really good puzzle adventure game. And that's it. It's not trying to be the next big thing. It's not trying to be the new Portal or something like that, though it definitely borrows some inspiration from that game. It's a solid, consistently enjoyable experience with a few twists and turns along the way. If you're curious about how long this game is going to last you, I played it for about an hour and completed 2 of the game's 8 chapters. You can do the math. Or maybe you can't do the math. I don't know, I'm not very good at math, but it'll last you like 4 hours, I think. Well, it depends though, because if the puzzles continue to get more and more difficult, it might take you a little bit long. Look, all I'm saying is the experience will last you a set amount of time, and it'll be enjoyable throughout. You know what? I'll give you some more perspective on the value of ChromaGun. Let's say I wanted to go see a movie. I live in New York City, and a movie ticket costs roughly $14. And that's not even the IMAX stuff, so I'm not even getting the full experience for that price, but that's another topic. So the movie ticket is $14. You gotta get popcorn, because if you're going to the movies and not getting popcorn, you're basically gypping yourself. And you gotta get a large. Even though you're not gonna finish it, you get the large anyway. You bring it home. It's not gonna taste as good, whatever. Large popcorn costs like $10, and then they're like, hey, for another $1, we'll give you another 10 pounds of popcorn, and you get that too. So that's $11 for the popcorn, $14 for the ticket. That's $25. For a roughly 2-hour movie experience, that's probably not even gonna be that good, because let's be honest, movies aren't that creative anymore for the most part. I mean, sure, there's one in a million, but come on, let's all be honest, Suicide Squad wasn't that good. But my point is, ChromaGun for $12.99 will give you a very long and a very consistently enjoyable and unique experience that you probably haven't had for a very long time. So, last thing I'll say before we close it out, this game was clearly made by a group of individuals who cared about what they were doing, and you can feel that every step of the way. Every complex puzzle you solve gives you a feeling of, okay, I did it. And as you stand at the entrance to the next room, your head is going to be pounding, your palms are going to be sweaty, your knees are going to be weak, mom's spaghetti, I guess, and you're probably going to be thinking to yourself, yeah, I'll do another one. And then you'll do 2 more, and then maybe a 3rd, and you'll keep going like that until you finish the game. In my book, that's a good thing. So there you go, that is a quick look at ChromaGun. It is a very interesting game. It's definitely worth looking into if you want to change up your game flow. You know, if you're tired of playing first-person shooters, if you're tired of all these AAA games being an absolute disappointment, you just want to pick something up that's going to give you a good time, ChromaGun is that game. It's available on Steam or on the Mac App Store. So, once again, the name of the game is ChromaGun. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.